First and foremost, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I slept for 12 hours one night. 12 hours. I haven't done that in at least never. I have never done that. Is something wrong with me? Second, there is so much to talk about from this weekend. It makes me wonder how much time you guys have. I mean, I would make these videos longer if I knew that you would watch them, but my analytics say that you stop watching this face after 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes? Look at this face! At least 6 minutes. Third, let's do this. Cool, Wayne Rooney. The amount of pressure this record-setting man has been under since he was a teenager to live up to the hype must be astounding, but he still continues to produce. Even if he comes off the bench, which is a different kind of mentality altogether because you have to swallow your ego and your pride, as evidenced by his incredible free kick when he came off the bench to help Manchester United salvage a point on the road, and that deserves our respect and our recognition as the greatest English player of all time. Not cool, Pep Guardiola. Honestly, I think the Premier League has broken him. After giving up a 2-goal lead at home to Spurs, and fair play to Spurs for not giving up. Is that positive enough for you guys? Pep is coming off as more and more angry and frustrated and paranoid, and yes, he has the right to get upset after Raheem Sterling should have got a penalty called in his favor, but still, the defending is consistently poor by City, and he has to take responsibility for it. Cool, not cool, Arsene Wenger. The Arsenal manager and his team were the beneficiaries of a late penalty shouldn't have been called. The guy got kicked in the face, but he wasn't looking at the ball. I've seen it called both ways. The scrape passed Burnley 2-1 and leapfrogged Liverpool and Spurs into second place. The not cool, he pushed the fourth official after getting ejected from the Burnley game, and he has to take responsibility for signing Granit Xhaka over the summer. Not sure if he's gonna turn out looking like the best signing of all time. And just because we're talking about not cool things in Arsene Wenger, he hasn't won a league title in over 20 years. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Stir up the pot with those Arsenal fans. Cool, Sevilla. Given how hard it is for Champions League finalist Atletico Madrid to break the iron grip that Barcelona and Real Madrid have on La Liga, imagine how difficult it is for another Spanish club to try to take down those 3 teams. And that shit's hard, dude. But Sevilla looked to be going for it after their 5th straight league win, this time a 4-3 thriller over Osasuna on the road, which leaves them 1 point behind Madrid, who needed their center back captain to score 2 goals to beat Malaga, and 1 point ahead of Barcelona, who absolutely demolished Eibar 4-0. Also, I would talk about Atletico Madrid, but they are struggling this season. It's almost like they need a new manager. Someone named Not cool, Liverpool. It figures that right when Bobby Firmino looks completely settled and confident in his false 9 role, the Reds completely shit the bed defensively and rendered his 2 well-taken goals useless as they lost 3-2 at home to Swansea. Yes, you heard me right, Swansea, which drops them 10 points behind league leaders Chelsea and into 4th, so goodbye, title hopes. Cool, not cool, Hoffenheim. The cool, with their 2-0 win over Augsburg, Hoffenheim remain as the only undefeated team in the top 5 leagues in Europe. The not cool, being undefeated in Germany doesn't mean that you're on top or even in second. Bayern Munich are 11 points ahead of them, and RB Leipzig, who they happen to play this upcoming weekend, are 8 points ahead of them. So right now, they're looking more like the Invincibles of drawing every game. Cool, Roma and Napoli. Since Lazio did absolutely nothing in slowing down Juventus after losing 2-0 to the 5-time reigning champions, it was up to Roma and Napoli to take matters into their own hands. And Roma, who hover only 1 point behind Juventus, beat Cagliari 1-0 on an Edin Dzeko goal, and Napoli went to the San Siro and beat a game AC Milan side 2-1 to remain 4 points off the top. Also, Dries Mertens had an absolute dime on the first goal. It was so good. It was so fucking good that you guys need to see the highlight. I'm gonna put it in the description. Find the link there, and I'll put links for all the highlights of any of the games I talk about in the description. And I know that I tried to do that once before, and you guys were like, yeah, keep it up, and then I didn't keep it up, but I'm keeping it up now, so yay me. Not cool, Nice. Less than 6 weeks ago, you were the talk of continental Europe, and then you gave up a 2-goal lead in Paris to PSG to draw 2-2, and you have not been the same since. You crashed out of the Coup de France to the worst team in the top division. You've only won once out of your last 5 league games. Monaco has leapfrogged you in the standings, and you're in second, and PSG is right behind you, and I just don't see the slide coming to an end anytime soon, so I just want to thank you for making league interesting for a while. Cool, Fenerbahce. Thank you, Fener. Thank you so much. With your 1-0 win over league leaders Istanbul Başakşehir, the top 4 teams in the Turkish Super League are only separated by 6 points. So this is a league that I can get behind because it's still wide open as to who will win it. Not cool. Braga and Sporting Clube de Portugal. After I just got finished praising a league that had more than 1 or 2 teams competing for the title, 3rd place Braga and 4th place Sporting dropped valuable points this weekend to make it almost certain that the Portuguese league is going to be decided by 2 teams, Benfica and Porto, this season. Way to go, fellas. Cool, Borussia Dortmund. Because they have to be one of the best clubs in the world at attracting and keeping top young talent after they snatch potential Swedish superstar Alexander Isak right from under Real Madrid's nose, and they sign Liverpool target and American savior Christian Pulisic to a long-term deal. Cool, not cool. Reza Gujanajad. The cool, the Heerenveen striker scored a hat-trick against PSV Eindhoven. The not cool, his team gave up 2 goals in the last 2 minutes to lose 4-3. Not cool, the Melbourne victory. The only team that has half a chance to catch Sydney FC in the A-League this season lost their 2nd game in a row to drop 8 points behind them, but they play against these league leaders on Thursday. So if they win that, then all will be forgiven for now. If they lose that, then shut down the A-League. It's over. Cool. Tigres. Because the defending Liga MX Campeones gave up 2 leads, but like a true champion, still found a way to put a what beat down on Club America in the end, and they won 4-2. Also, Club America, what's wrong with you guys? Si se puede or no? Because ever since you got back from Japan for the FIFA Club World Cup, you haven't been the same. Not cool, Gabon. Despite the hosts not losing any games in the Africa Cup of Nations, they didn't win any either, and they got knocked out in the group stages, which makes them sort of like the Hoffenheim of Africa, where they're undefeated, but they're not gonna win anything. All right, that's it. That is all I got, except for some info that I have on my travels over the next few weeks. I'm gonna be in Paris from February 2nd to February 5th, so we have to do a kick around there, maybe under the Eiffel Tower. That would look pretty sweet. And then I'm gonna be in Sydney February 9th to February 12th. This is like a musical tour, it sounds like. And we have to do a pickup game there. I know some people have already reached out to me, and that is awesome. I don't know where I'm gonna be staying yet, but when I do, I'll let you know, and then we can make it happen, because it would be awesome to meet you guys in person. Okay, I'm out. For real this time. Later.